Good morning, YouTube. I'm Paul Barger, and I'm back. I'm the bread trucker, and I'm in the bread truck. I did some boondocking last night, and it got really cold. But not too cold where I wasn't comfortable. I had the buddy heater going, and it was okay. But have a look around my cab of my truck. I've already done some scraping here. But as you can see, there's plenty of ice. My windshield is frozen over. This is all on the inside because I'm using a heater. I'm using a buddy heater, and it causes condensation up here in the cab. You can see I scraped that window. I did not scrape that one, and it's covered in ice. That one is really covered in ice. But I'm in Commerce City, which is just outside of Denver, and that's the type of place that I like to boondock. Stealth camping in a commercial area for me is perfect because my truck looks like it should be there. Doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. I found a place last night just out in front of a commercial business, and I needed to run my generator because all my batteries were dead. So I went to a place that was uninhabited during the nighttime by people. It's only Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So I came in late. I ran the generator. I ran the heater. And had a very comfortable night last night. But it is cold. It is very cold. So, yeah, having said that, you ready for today's PSA? Today's public service announcement? How about this? When you're standing in line and they're taking a long time, don't sit there and complain and rabble-rouse with all the other customers. I don't care. I'm not going to engage with you. I'm going to be rude, and I'm going to dismiss you. So I don't want no part of that. Don't try to get everybody in line pissed off. If you're pissed off, just stay pissed off on the inside. That's all about you. It ain't nothing to do with me. I ain't pissed off. I'm good. McDonald's could take 30 minutes to get me my cup of coffee. I don't care. Okay? So let's go into the back of my truck now. And I still have the generator running, but it's very quiet. This is a video that I know has been done before. And but I wanted to tell you guys mine. And what the video is the 5 most surprising things that occurred to me when I started VanLife. So I'm going to erase this whole thing and start over again. Okay. Today's video, I want to share with you the top 5 most surprising things about VanLife. Now, I've only been at it for about a month and a half and really hardcore at it for about 3 weeks. And I wanted to share with you the top 5 things that really caught me off guard and I wasn't expecting. The number one thing that surprised me was the number of things I have to charge. Now, that shouldn't be a surprise. I use these devices all the time when I was back at home, but it still caught me off guard. Right now, I have probably 7 devices that I'm hooked up to my generator, and I'm charging. There's a lot of batteries. There's a lot of things that need to be plugged in. There's a lot of things that need to be charged. And you got to have systems in place to do that. So that's the number one thing. Number 2 thing, the exhilaration and excitement of choosing my next destination. Never occurred to me that that would be something cool, but I'll tell you what happened. I was in London, Kentucky, picking up some Volkswagen bus parts. As a matter of fact, let me show you. This is my 1972 bumper right here for Bert back home. I picked that up in London, Kentucky. It's in good shape. The one that Bert has is all rusted out, so I'm collecting parts along the way. But I was in London, Kentucky, and I didn't know where I was going to go next. Really had no game plan, except for I knew I wanted to drive north above Texas and go to California that way. So I started looking at the map, and I found that Colorado was pretty much my next logical stop, and I decided I'm going to go into Colorado, heading to Denver, and it was just exhilarating to think about and to plan out. My whole trip has not been planned. I just am winging it. I'm not looking at maps. I don't really, I'm not worried about it. I can just cruise from city to city, nonchalant. And but yeah, that was fun. Choosing a new city to go visit and travel to. Number 3. The number 3 surprising thing about living in a van, I don't know, maybe it's not surprising, but I love this feeling like I'm playing fort. I don't know if you guys ever, when you're a kid, most of us did, took all the couch cushions off and some sheets off the bed, set them up in squares and stuff, and made little houses, and you climb inside and you play whatever games you want to play, but you make a fort. And that's what this is. This is like playing fort for adults. I've heard people say that before too, but it really is. I get to do whatever I want. It's my own little world of imagination and fancy free living and whatever I want to do. So it is kind of like playing fort. All right, the number 4 thing, and this one really did surprise me because I didn't really think about this, was the very, very real need for a bathroom. And more specifically, a toilet. I'm used to living in a house or being at a business where I worked, and you go anytime you need to. If you need to go, nature calls, you just go. Well, in my van so far, I do not have a bathroom set up. I just don't have it yet. I don't use the bathroom in my van, so everywhere I go to, I need to use their bathroom, 7-Eleven, Fuel Ups, things like that. I'm using other people's bathrooms, businesses' bathrooms, and that is not convenient. It's not good at all. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to be building this thing out and making it more of a home. That's definitely, I already had that in the plans, but that will be a high priority, is to get my bathroom in here and working nice, so that I can use my bathroom anytime I'd like. I don't know how people do it with gym passes and using other bathrooms and stuff. That's not for me. I need my own bathroom. So yeah, this is number 5. This is probably the biggest one. This is one that a lot of people don't talk about, but there's an increased level of stress when you're van dwelling. You don't realize it when you're at home, but you can go home and you can unwind. You can peel all your clothes off. You can lay down face down on your bed for an hour if you want. These things just aren't options as a van life person. You always got to be on your toes a little bit. You're never quite secluded. If you're camping in a city, you're always surrounded by people. There's people everywhere. It's amazing how many people there are just walking the streets all the time. So you just never have a easy feeling like you can let your guard down and everything is just fine. And maybe that will go away. Maybe I'll get used to it a little bit more, and I'm just not used to it now. But that was something that definitely took me by surprise. You're always a little bit on edge. There's a little bit more stress, and I'm going to be heading out toward Arizona, New Mexico, California, and I'm in search of BLM lands and dispersed camping and those type of free places where I can sit and camp for 2 weeks, and then I think I will get a little bit more of that I can relax feeling. Just to recap, guys, number 1 was the surprisingly large number of devices that you have to charge in your vehicle. It's a lot. Number 2, the exhilaration and excitement of choosing your next destination. Number 3, that great childhood feeling of playing fort all the time in your van. Number 4, the very, very real need for having your own bathroom. And number 5 is the elevated level of stress that you encounter by living the van life. So, guys, those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top 5 most surprising things about living van life that I wasn't really expecting all that much. All in all, van life has been going pretty good. My van's coming together. I know it's a mess right now, but hey, that's okay. It's a work in progress. I got a lot of plans. I got a lot of things going on. And tomorrow something big is happening. I'm very excited. I'm going to RV Interiors by Donna. That's in Denver, Colorado. And they're going to hook up 2 6-volt batteries with a isolator, so that my batteries will charge off my motor as I'm driving, and I'll have power for all these devices, and I'll be able to hook in solar very easily in the near future. So I'll be getting a solar controller and some panels to put on the roof, and I'll be set. I'll be hooking up all my LEDs in here. It'll start feeling more like home. So that's what's going on in my world. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.